to go, winners? Are we ready to go? My goodness, what a journey it has been. Have you got the eye of the tiger? Are you completely focused? Are you ready to win? Are you showing up? How are you showing up? Are you getting into the spirit of it? Have you done your homework? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to day 4 of the Winner's Edge. And we've got some new people that have joined us. I'm Susanna Mihailovic. For those of you that have not met me, welcome to the Winner's Edge. I'm the founder and director of Your Two Minds. And for those of you that have showed up every single day this week, welcome. A very special welcome to you all. How has it been? How's the journey been? Give me a big, fat, beautiful yes. Hi, Joe. Hi, everybody. And if you're ready to be a winner, because you've stayed the course, we're on day 4. I've asked a few different things of you when you show up. Showing up every day is very, very critical. Showing up on time and the spirit in which you show up will make all of the difference. And do a little bit of homework every day to get extraordinary results. Just want to see who's here. Let me see who these beautiful people are. Wow, welcome. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. Okay, so are you ready to win? Are you ready to win? And if you're ready, how ready are you? Where are you on the scale from 0 to 10? Are you lukewarm? Are you around a 5, 6? Because if you're lukewarm, you'll probably stay lukewarm. Angie says, I'm already a winner. You already are a winner. You're absolutely one incredible, amazing woman that we're so honored to have in our community. So are you ready? Are you seriously ready? Because if you're a 5, 6, or 7, if you are still lukewarm after 3 days of power puncher information that transforms lives, are you still lukewarm? And if you are still lukewarm, guess what? Guess what? You probably won't last. You probably won't achieve your dream. You know, Les Brown, I met with Les Brown about a month ago. There was just a small intimate group with Bob, Les Brown, and probably about another 15 people, including myself. And I absolutely love Les Brown. I have so much respect for him. But it was really interesting getting really close and being in an intimate meeting with Les. Obviously, it was over Zoom. We can't travel these days. But it was really, really, really interesting, just almost eyeballing him and feeling the energy of the words that he said. And one of the things that I'll never, ever, ever forget, when Les Brown said, how serious are you about your dream? Are you hungry? How hungry are you? Because if you're still lukewarm, if you're 5, 6, 7, maybe even an 8 at this stage, you probably won't last. And he said, when your flight takes off, there will be turbulence. You will be challenged. It is the hero's journey. You are the hero, but you cannot be a hero by staying comfortable. You just can't. It doesn't happen that way. Heroes get uncomfortable. Sometimes they have obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. But they keep going. You know why? Because they are serious. They are not a 5, 6, or 7. They are a 10. They are 11. If you're not hungry, If your dream is casual, as Les Brown says, your dream, your goal will be a casualty. Your gift will be a casualty. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with whatever you choose to do with this information. If you want to collect information and have more information there, that's fine. That's okay. You know, I'm not here to make you feel guilty. There's nothing at all for you to feel guilty about. But isn't it a shame that you have a gift inside you that nobody else has? And your gift is there because you are the gift of the world. Your gift is there so you can share it with the world. Your gift is there to make a difference to you, but also to so many others. That's why you are unique. So if you are casual about your gift, about what you want to do, that burning desire, if it's not burning, if it's lukewarm, the fire will probably go out. A fire to continue, it needs wood. And it needs to be, new wood needs to be put onto the fire when it starts to dim. It needs to be rejuvenated. Are you hungry? How deep is your desire? And the most important question is, have you made a decision? Have you made a decision? Because if you are here to collect information, that's absolutely okay. But if you've decided to show up every single day because you want to create change in your life, then you need to be at least a 9.5, 10, 11. Because that is somebody that has made a decision. Remember what I said when we started. The universe does not conspire to help someone with a dream, although we are led to believe that. We are led to believe that just by having a dream, it's somehow going to happen. Someday. I don't know when someday is, do you? I know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I've never heard of a someday. And if you leave your dream for a someday doesn't exist. Someday might never, ever come. So a dream needs someone with audacity, someone that's brave enough, and someone who has made a decision. When you have made a decision, a true decision, the universe then conspires to help you. Now, today's session may not be comfortable. And although I don't want to make you, feel bad or anything, that's not my intention. I know if I'm here and I make you comfortable all the time, giving you fluffy, like a lot of other people would do, then I've done nothing. Really, I've just kept you comfortable. I haven't stretched you. I haven't done anything that makes you think outside the box. So we're going to ask ourselves some deep questions today. And it's in the discomfort that you will start to experience the growth. So are you ready? Are you ready? And my first question is, are you serious? Have you made a decision, or are you lukewarm? You see, your favorite athlete, I spoke about tennis, Djokovic, Federer, Nadal. They all made a decision and never wavered, as tough as a mustard seed, to be the best in the world. And they are true champions, true maestros, and they are unbreakable. They were ordinary men when they were children with extraordinary stories. And now they have become kings, real winners, and not just in their sport, but in other areas of their life too. So how tough are you? Is your vision clear? How did you go with creating your self-image? You see, if you don't do this work right now and start to get clarity and start to align yourself and start to challenge your paradigms, you know, it's one of the most honorable thing that I could ever experience is not the successes that I have had, although when I started out, I thought the successes would be all mine, and they are wonderful. Having a childhood dream to have a worldwide organization with clients from all over the world, where I'm a leader helping them break through and achieve their potential. And yes, Your Two Minds has done that. We have clients from every single continent in the world in just 4 short years. It's actually taken a bit less than 4 years. Not many people do that. And that's great. That's a great success. But one of the things that I am most honored about is the community that has grown in Your Two Minds. We truly have the greatest community, and we are getting greater in the whole wide world. We only attract the most incredible people. And for me, that is my biggest win. For me, seeing them follow me, pay for webinars, pay for masterclasses, etc., when they're already getting coaching, shows that I am doing something right. And for me, they are the winners. They are the winners because not only have they put their money and time where their mouth is, but they take every opportunity to grow. They follow, they read, they ask questions, they show up because they know, even though they get this and so much more from our weekly sessions, they're not going to let their paradigms, their ego get in the way and think, oh, I've heard it all before from Susanna. They know every time they show up and open up and show up with spirit and do the work again and again, things start to open up. Things start to change. And they become the winner of their lives. So the reason I share that with you, what are you doing with the work that you have done so far, that we've done together? Have you got your clear goal? Do you understand your paradigms? We don't have to analyze. You see, the thing is, psychology, counseling background, senior manager in the helping professions, all we did was analyze, go back to the past. And what I learned from my own successes, from my own breakthroughs, is if we keep going back to the story of the past, what does energy do? Energy coagulates and creates. So you're creating more of the past. So I'm not saying analyze your paradigms. I'm saying understand where your blocks are. Get a clear image of where you want to go. And know that it is only your paradigm that stops you. That's it. And know that the people that invest time and money in themselves are the winners, So let's just go a little bit deeper with what you've done so far. And then we're going to get into one of the most important elements of the formula to winning. And that is decision. And unfortunately, we're not taught to make decisions quickly. So let's get your workbooks out. I want you to have a look at the first session. The universe loves order. You look at nature. Okay, let's say I had a seed. This represents a seed. Okay, right, a pink apple seed. And if I planted this seed in the ground and gave it fertilizer and minerals and nourished it and gave it love, watered it, what happens? After a period of time, it will germinate. And eventually we'll see a plant pop out of the ground. And then one day, that little plant will turn into a tree. And what fruits will that tree bear? Will it be bananas? Will it be tomatoes? Plums? No. Apples? Well, yes. Granny Smith? No. Jonathan? No. You'll only get a pink lady apple from a pink lady apple seed. The universe loves order. In that seed, there is the DNA of the potential and the gift that seed will grow into. Now, if you don't nurture that seed, if you don't feed it, if you don't water it, it will not grow into a tree. It will die. But if you give it love and you nurture it and you feed it, and then the sun, photosynthesis, one day it will be a fully grown tree and it will give you gifts of not only just one apple, but hundreds of apples in one season. That tree will live for 20, 30, 40 years. And every season, it will give you hundreds of apples of the pink lady apples. And every single one of those apples has several seeds inside it. So you have the potential to have an infinite number of of pink lady apple trees bearing pink lady apples. Full stop. So not only do you get one apple, you are rewarded. That seed will reward you for a lifetime of an abundance of pink lady apples. Inside you, you have DNA. In your cells, in your, the nucleus of your cells. And your DNA has more potential inside it than what you can ever imagine. In actual fact, you have more potential inside you than what you can ever use in one lifetime. No matter how successful you are, I've had millionaires that come into my program and build their business to 8-9 figures. So you may have had great success in your life. I'm sure you have all had some successes in your life. But you know what? Those successes that you have had are only a scratch on the scratch on the scratch of the surface of what lies underneath it. of your full potential. What if you just opened up a little bit more? You see, the universe loves order, and your mind must be orderly. And we had that beautiful question from Angie yesterday, which we're going to go even deeper on Monday. Thank you, Angie. I received the question. And I did answer some of it, okay, with a chaotic mind, okay? Thoughts will come in. Even if you're the most successful person in the world, there'll be both positive and negative thoughts. However, the focus and the alignment with what winning means for you, whatever that definition is that you had on day one, whether it is for you to have a global business, whether it is for you to replace your annual income with your monthly income, weekly income, whether it is to find the love in your life, that thing must be orderly. Your mind needs order because it is a goal-seeking mechanism, and quantum leaps require, just like the Pink Lady Appleseed, require an absolute focus and knowledge of where you're going without wavering. The Pink Lady Appleseed did not say, I don't feel like being a pink lady. I think I'll just be a Granny Smith. The person that planted that seed, provided that they knew that it was a Pink Lady Appleseed, did not expect bananas to grow out of the tree, did not expect, another type of apple, a golden, what are they called? A golden apple, golden yellow apple, whatever they're called. They knew that they would get Pink Lady Apple. What are you focused on? Are you aligned with that golden delicious? Thank you, Angie. I knew Angie would know. They did not expect a golden delicious. They knew they would get a Pink Lady. That is the clarity that you need to have in your mind. Yesterday, you learnt you have a conscious and a subconscious mind. You can use any image in your conscious mind and allow it to seep into your subconscious. Okay, just like the Pink Lady Appleseed, you can use your imagination and you can choose whatever it is that you want, but it must not waver. You must stay with it until it is done. That is what you call somebody that has the audacity to keep going for a dream. That is what you call somebody with hunger. That is what you call a true decision. A true decision does not mean I'm going to be a Pink Lady apple tree and then you go and pay something with your credit card and it bounces and you're like, oh my God, there's not enough money. I'm going to worry about that. What happens to the Pink Lady Appleseed? It goes. The universe loves order. It is orderly. It is the first universal law. So you need order in your mind. You need to be as strong as a mustard seed so that you can get the results that you want. If you are not a 10, ask yourself, why am I not a 10? Why did I show up to do the winner's edge if I'm not a 10? If my desire is not strong enough? I know one thing for sure, all of you are busy. You're not going to show up and pay $27 if you did not want something different in your life. So if you're not a 9 or a 10, ask yourself, why not? Because I believe if you're not and you're here because you want something. It's not just to accumulate knowledge and spend time with me and everyone else. You're here for you. You're the most important person in the world. But if you're still not a 9 or a 10, you're not taking yourself seriously. You are allowing your paradigms to kick in. A 10 is, I have made a decision and I'll do what it takes. That's it. And the universe will then reward you more than what you can imagine. You see, you are the operant power. What does that mean? So people read self-help books, they watch The Secret, and I absolutely love the movie The Secret. Thank you, Rhonda Byrne. What an incredible soul for creating a masterpiece to awaken the world. However, people watch The Secret and they read self-help books and they think that they're somehow going to change, but they're not serious, because as soon as you tell them to make a decision or ask them to make a decision, they're like, oh, no, I can't. I don't have the money. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this. There's excuses. You either have excuses or you have decisions. And people that have watched The Secret, they think that they can just think about something and it will happen for them. It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way. You must stop la land thinking. You are the operant power. What does that mean? The universe needs you. It needs you in order for it to manifest. Write that down. The universe needs me in order for it to manifest. You are the operant power. You know, so many people say, oh, yeah, I want this, but we'll see what happens. It's up to God. It's up to the universe. If the universe wants it, it will bring it to me. Really? What message are you giving out? What energy are you giving out? Are you really serious about having your goal? You must make a decision, and your decision must be as strong as a mustard seed, unbreakable. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you make a decision when you know now that you've only just scratched the surface of the surface of the surface of your potential? So yesterday, we went through a very powerful session. If you did the work, okay, if you showed up, if you opened up, if you participated and did the exercise that I asked you to on self-image. And the bottom line is, if your self-image has not aligned with your goal, your dream may never happen. We also know now that paradigms are very hard to break. You may have read every book. You may have studied psychology yourself. You may have been in the personal development field for many, many years. But let me ask you a question. When are you going to achieve your dream? Those that hide behind I know it all without getting uncomfortable will stay with know it all. The gap will widen. The knowing doing gap will widen. Why are you not living your dream? Your quantum leap can happen in a flash. You were designed for quantum leaps. happen unless you break your paradigm and align your self-image. And it requires a decision to do that. Nothing will ever happen. And we know now paradigms are very difficult to change. You can change them, absolutely. But I have never in my 30 years, I don't think Bob Proctor has ever either met anyone that's changed a paradigm, including him, on his own or on their own. So I'm going to invite you, second half of this session, to come and join us. This session is not for everybody. It's just for the serious people that want to take the next step. You see, winners make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Losers make decisions slowly and change them quickly. And I'll tell you a story. This woman that you're looking at now, it will be exactly 5 years, 31st of January 2022, that I left senior management, full-time senior management, and never turned back. 31st of January 2017, my last day as a full-time employee. I had to step out because I knew my gift. I knew what I was meant to do. And intuition was getting stronger and stronger. And I knew if I did not move into my purpose and fulfill what I was meant to do for this world, then I would probably start to get physically sick. So I made that jump. And what a lot of people don't know is they think, oh, she was in senior management. She had a nice lifestyle. She was probably set up. Was I? I jumped. I made one of the most difficult decisions in my life. And I left a full-time job when I was $500,000 in debt. It was good debt. It was 2 mortgages. Nevertheless, it was debt. And I have worked in a job up until that point, full-time job, for just under 30 years. There was only one period in my life that I was without a job, and that was for about 5 or 6 weeks after I'd come back from working in Japan when I was in my early 30s. Apart from that, every single fortnight, which is every second week for our friends in America, every second week there would be my pay in my bank account waiting for me. So I knew nothing about business. And I left at a time when I was $500,000 in debt and no job, no income. I chose not to go on government benefits. They're not wrong. For me, they just did not feel right. I had to work this out myself. And I had dreamt for 10 years, and it wasn't even a dream. I knew it was true, but I did not dare tell anybody because it was a crazy, crazy dream. And I knew if I told somebody, even that negative, you know, that energy that you feel sometimes when you share with people and they're like, oh, who are you? But deep down in my heart, the seed had been planted. I knew that I was going to share the stage with Bob Proctor. He didn't even know I existed at the time, but I knew. And even when I was $500,000 in debt and no income, I heard a seminar and I heard Bob say 2 things absolutely changed my life. Winners make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Losers make them slowly and change them quickly. I could not afford to lose. I had to win once and for all. So I was so scared. And the second thing, he said, make the decision and the money will always come. And those that do not invest time and money in themselves do not deserve to win. And I desperately wanted to win. So I found from nowhere, I just had to do it. I said yes to investing $30,000 in myself at a time when I had no money. And since then, I've invested hundreds and thousands of dollars. Was it worth it? You answer that question. Had not one brave woman that had made a decision to go for her dream, no matter what, no matter that she was $500,000 in debt, no matter that there was no money coming in, she had made a decision. And as a result of that decision, and I tell you now, I could have easily shoestring. I don't have a piece of string here. I was holding on to a piece of string. I could have easily said, oh, it's not the right time. I don't have the money. I'll go back to work. How would my life have been now had I done that? You see, every single one of you watching this around the world, every single one of the people in the countries that my company now serves, that I had not known, some I do know. I see Olivia's on this call. Hi, Olivia. Some I did know then, but 99% of them I did not know. They would not be here with me now. They would not have received the results, the changes in their life they have now. If one crazy woman with a big dream that knew that she was going to be on stage with Bob Proctor, and I have been, and the biggest event was in 2019, early 2019, where Bob and I shared the stage, and he publicly said Susanna is one of the top people in the world doing this work, from Bob Proctor himself. Just because one crazy woman decided to leave a six-figure paying job when she was $500,000 in debt. And she said yes to her dream. And not only has she made her annual income in a monthly income, there's been occasions where her annual income has become a weekly income. What are you deciding to do? Are you investing in yourself? Because as Bob said, if you are not investing time and money in yourself, you don't deserve to win. It's not a true decision. You haven't made a true decision. A true decision means that it is done regardless. As Les Brown said, a true decision means that you are hungry, that you would do what it takes, that you would get the help from the best, one of the best people in the world, as Bob Proctor said, to get the help that you need. So have you decided? Have you decided? At the back of your workbook, there is a very powerful article. It is one of my favorite Bob Proctor articles. It is Decision. You also have been gifted the first chapter of my book. And I would encourage you, if you haven't already, to really read and reread that chapter and do the exercises at the end. They will change something in you. So life is filled with difficult decisions, and winners are those who make them. Are you a winner? Are you a winner? Or are you afraid of making the difficult decisions? Because if you want to keep winning, there will be more and more difficult decisions, and you better learn how to make decisions quickly. You see, we are not taught in school by our parents how to make decisions. So what do? Even though we know what the right thing is to do, even though we know that, we may be feeling uncomfortable, I had the honor of accepting a new client this morning from Canada. And, she said, I'm excited and I'm nervous. I'm so nervous because I know that this is going to change me. And she said, I'm both excited and nervous, but I'm not going to let the nerves get to me because I haven't been able to change, and I am ready to change. I'm ready to soar. I'm ready to start my makeup business and really get successful. That's what you call a decision maker. I was really nervous, $500,000 in debt and investing another $30,000. Really nervous, but I did it. And you can do it too, no matter where you are now. You just haven't been taught how to make decisions and what decisions will bring you. So what we do as a result of not being taught decision making, we ask other people, what do you think I should do? What do you think I should do? What do you think I should do? Let me ask you a question. Who are you putting your power? Who are you giving your power to? Are you giving your power to well-meaning people that may love you, but that have no idea? You see, I had a very successful career. I couldn't fault my career. I actually liked my job. I loved the company. But my purpose was screaming since I was a child, and some of you may relate to this. But I stayed in the job because I was in debt. And even though I was in my early 40s, I stayed in the job because I was afraid what my parents would say. And I was in my 40s, having a mortgage and staying in the job. I was afraid what my boss and my CEO would say because I had so much high regard for them. And I was afraid of what my friends would say, particularly one of them, who's a psychologist. Crazy, huh? What would I have done if I listened to educated people that loved me and cared for me and were well-meaning, but they were ignorant? They would have kept me in my job. They would have said, you're crazy. You need to stay in your job. But thankfully, I did not listen. For once in my life, I did not listen. And I quit and started something that is taking over the world. Because I listened to people that had results. I no longer was going to listen to the people that were educated, that were earning six figures, but they didn't have the results that I wanted. They didn't have the lifestyle that I wanted. They didn't have the clients that I wanted. I've got the best clients in the world. What do you want? And who are you listening to? Are you listening to people that are well-meaning, that want to keep you safe? Or are you listening to people that have got the results that you want? I have the results. I'm in the 0.5% top consultants in the whole world. Bob Proctor himself has said Susanna is one of the top people in the world at what she does. Who are you going to choose to work with? Who are you going to choose to listen to? It is your life. What decision are you going to make? There is a single mental move you can make, which in a millisecond will solve enormous problems for you. It has the potential to improve almost any personal or business situation you will ever encounter. And it could literally propel you down the path to incredible success. And we have a name for this magic mental activity. It is called decision. The decision you make this moment can change your whole life. I decided 31st of January 2017 that it was the end for me. And it wasn't easy because I didn't have a Susanna, but it wasn't easy. Had I not decided, we would not be here together now. What are you going to decide in this moment, by the end of this session, that it will either create your legacy, that will bring you people that you have never met before, and that they are so grateful to you because you decided to be a winner. You decided to go with your potential, to go with your gift, rather than listen to well-meaning, educated people. What are you going to decide? Because one thing I know for sure, for you it might not be to have a global company that helps people break through. For you it might be doing makeup, like my incredible, beautiful, amazing new client. For you it might be to sing, to perform, to dance. For you it might be to do hypnotherapy, like Angie. But I promise you one thing, your gift is there, whatever your gift is. Because there are people out there that only you can serve, that only you can make a difference to. I've told you my story, and I hope that my story inspires you. That story is not to impress you, but to impress upon you that no matter what situation you are in now, whether you have an abundance of money, whether you're earning millions or you're in debt, you're one decision away from having it all. Your gift is inside you for a reason, like mine is inside me, like even as a child, I would be doing this work and dreaming of this day. But it requires courage and audacity. I'm giving you an invitation to make a decision right now and flex those decision-making muscles. You see, individuals have made, and in Bob Proctor's decision-making article, he says individuals who have become very proficient at making decisions without being influenced by the opinions of others are the same people whose annual incomes fall into the 6- and 7-figure category. Let me tell you a secret. I've already shared it. I used to earn a 6-figure package. My dream was to make that in a month, every month. I thought it was impossible. And when that started to happen, like I said, there's been weeks in a week where that's happened. And the goal is now to have that consistent, because I became proficient at making decisions. There's nothing that I have that you cannot have, or much, 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 much more. I am no better than you. In fact, you've got skills and talents that I cannot even touch at my level of competence. If I have done it, you can do it too, and you can do way, way, way more. And yes, you will have challenges, but you know what? The challenges are there to test you. Are you serious? Have you really made a decision? Are you going to get through the turbulence? Is your self-image intact? Because a hero requires growth. A diamond is not a diamond until it goes through the polishing and the cutting and you know, all of the grinding. You have diamonds, you have gems inside you. You have gems, you have jewels inside you that are more expensive than the most expensive diamond in the world. And you can only experience those jewels by saying yes, by making a decision, by breaking through your paradigms and opening up to your gift. I'm going to end with Bob Proctor's decision-making article. And he says, James Allen may have been thinking of decisions when he wrote, "We think in secret and it comes to pass." So how many of you have been telling yourself, I know that, I've read that book, I've studied that course? We think in secret and it comes to pass. What's your subconscious telling you? It doesn't matter if you know it on the conscious level. What are your results showing? What's your subconscious? What are your paradigms? Because once you break through them, you break through once and for all. We think in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but our looking glass. No one can see you making decisions, but they will almost always see the results of your decision. So with that, I'm going to invite you to come on board and be a part of my incredible Your Two Minds community. As of Monday, we are doing something very special. We are just spending time on our goals, refining our goals, because the universe loves order. Nature is orderly. Your mind needs order. And then we're going to go into developing a strong, powerful, mustard seed self-image to take you way beyond 2022. If you don't do the work now, by the time you know it, we're going to be at the end of 2022. So what's the result of the decision that you make today? Will you decide to share your gift with the world and have it all and live the life that you want? Challenges, turbulence, that's a part of it, the law of river. Will you decide to be your hero? Because you know what? The price you pay is just the price. That's it. You pay it once. I've paid hundreds and thousands of dollars in my personal growth. But the cost is the return. And the cost that I have had is living the life that I have now with my company. The cost is either going to reward you or it's going to hold you back. It's going to be a cost of regret. So at the back of your workbooks, you have a very special deal to come on board with me. Work with me for 6 months and you get an additional 6 months for free. And you'll get my free bonus goal setting courses and everything that we've put in that page. If you're ready, jump on board today, because by this time next year, you will need a satellite to look back at your life. Thank you very, very much. I have something very special for you tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. You want to be at the very least in the energy of this space. I have absolutely loved the past 4 days. Thank you to all of you who have reached out. Thank you for your gratitude for sharing you with us. And let's do this, winners. You were born to win. Have you made the decision to be a winner? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you all tomorrow and then on Monday. Thank you. Bye-bye.